What is going on, everyone? Welcome to week 1 of the Littleroot Lessons Monotype Draft League. So for those of you who have been following along for the last several months now, we've had a variety of different types of draft leagues going on. With the traditional snake draft, you draft your mons and those are the only ones you can use. This season we have adapted on that a little more by making it where you draft only a single type. Meaning, this season I am only playing with dark type Pokemon. So the Spikemuth Shadows this week are playing against CJL and his electric Pokemon, and I kind of scared, to be honest with you. We don't have a lot of speed control. Our big speed control is like Prankster Thunder Wave and such. And electric mons can't be paralyzed, so that doesn't work. We have access to Tailwind through Mandibuzz, but then we're bringing a weakness, and that doesn't seem great. So this is the team we've settled on for this week, and I'm really excited to see how well this actually works. Unfortunately, so I haven't really got to practice this team a lot because Showdown doesn't have a doubles monotype format. Understandably so. Monotype is not the most popular format, but it's something that my brother and I played a lot of when we first found Showdown. So I'm familiar with the intricacies of the format, but now we're adding an extra twist on it by making it doubles, because everything we do here is doubles. So jumping right in, we have Weakness Policy Tyranitar this week. We are brave, and there's a very particular reason we are brave. To go with our Tyranitar and our weakness policy, we have Bulldoze, Adamant, Assault Vest, Pangoro. So Pangoro is going to be, I believe, 2 or 3 points faster than Tyranitar at Adamant versus Brave. So we can trigger our policy with Bulldoze, hit a huge lash out with Tyranitar, do some really big damage. Notably, we don't really have good speed control, so we're just kind of not really worried about it and just going to kind of brute force everything. Notably, they don't have great defenses, typically when it comes to electric Pokemon, so just brute forcing it kind of sounds like the best solution I have this week. Moving right along, we have Skunk Tank. We are holding a Choice Band this week. We are Jolly as opposed to Adamant. I was originally Adamant, and it was for a couple different calcs, but I realized that if we were Jolly as opposed to Adamant, we can outspeed Dracozolt, which I think is going to be one of the better Pokemon for them this week, and I want to be able to potentially deal with the Dracozolt if it's actually going to be something that comes up. So notably, Electric is really interesting because it only has one weakness in Ground, but there's a couple different things that they could do about that. Mainly, they get access to all the Rotom forms. Granted, they can only play one, but they get access to all of them, all of which have Levitate. They get access to Air Balloon, which is another huge item because it grants them ground immunity. They have access to the Ground Berry, which I have legitimately no idea what it's even called. Thank you, Google, for quickly pulling that up for me. The Shuka Berry. Cool. Eventually I'll learn all these. The random berries like that, I just legitimately have no idea what any of them do. So notably, something I'm really excited to do with Skunk Tank this week is we are Stench, which means all of our moves have a 10% chance to flinch. We're pairing that with Tail Slap, which gives us potentially a 20 to 50% chance to make them flinch. We also have Sucker Punch, so we're faster than them. And worst case scenario, we hit Explosion and just blow up. I'm not going to lie to you all. I'm probably going to bring Skunk Tank just to blow it up on turn 1. I don't think that's something they're going to be anticipating. And after doing a few calcs, can potentially one-shot basically all non-Dynamax, non-Magnezone Pokemon. So, yeah, Skunk Tank's going to be great. Choice Band is going to be huge for us. Next up, we have the Hydreigon holding our Choice Specs this week. Really just wanted some extra firepower on it. And our Life Orb is placed elsewhere, so Choice Spec seemed like the best logical solution for it. Have that Earth Power so we can hit some super effective attacks, Double Stab, and then Heat Wave as a coverage move. Not sure Heat Wave is going to be overly important, but I wanted some spread damage, and it seems better than something like Hyper Voice. So here we are. Next up we have Mold Breaker, Assault Vest, Pangoro. Really excited for this one. I know we kind of touched on the Bulldoze Tyranitar, makes it where Pangoro can also be faster than what they're doing. And we have Priority with Bullet Punch, we have Recovery with Drain Punch, and we have Night Slash for potential crits. Mold Breaker makes it where Levitate doesn't work, so if they're trying to do stuff with Rotom, it's just going to go away. I'm not really worried about it. But I believe we still have to look out for Air Balloon. I believe Mold Breaker only works on abilities, not items. So potential something we have to worry about there, but not something I'm overly worried about. And then the mon that I'm really excited to play with this week, we have Moxie Crocodile. Felt Moxie was really appropriate this week because notably Electric doesn't have a lot of physical attackers. I believe their best one is like Dracozolt, which we can live a hit and then deal some massive damage with our Dynamax Crocodile here. Crocodile also is our only immunity when it comes to Electric because it's the only ground. So it's going to try to pick up some pretty quick KOs, potentially smack some Earthquakes around and pick up more KOs that way. But this is going to be primarily our big Dynamax target for the week. Between this and like Pangoro or Tyranitar. Obviously the choice items don't really want to Dynamax because they lose their choice item. But one of those three is primarily going to be our Dynamax target for this week. And really putting the team on their back and carrying us to victory. So last up we have Lagging Tail, Grimmsnarl. This is our speed control this week. It's gonna be great. I'm actually thinking this is gonna be a really good answer to Dracozolt. Like if they have Bolt Beak, well, you're moving last. So sorry for your luck. Really just wanted to reflect on Light Screen to add in a little extra bulk to our Pokemon, so we can make it where we can live with extra hits. Notably, our team is already pretty bulky, so adding in that extra little amount of bulk through the screens is going to be good for us. And then we have Spirit Break just so we can actually deal damage if we need to. So, and we are paired up, just finalizing everything, making sure this is all good. Hop music sounds great. So let's see what we got here for week 1 of Monotype League. Okay, we got some interesting ones. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot Emolga existed. So we see Emolga, that Dracozolt I did anticipate, the Rotom I anticipated, Jolteon, Luxray for Intimidate, and Galvantula. So how do we play this? Luxray is actually going to be really annoying between Baby Doll Eyes and Intimidate. And Grimmsnarl looks amazing here to lead. Trying to think what we want to pair it with, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of leaning towards Skuntank. Skuntank should outspeed a good chunk of them, I think. Let's go Hydreigon with Pangoro T-Tar in the back. Now let's go Crocodile, Hydreigon, T-Tar. Let's try this out and see what happens. Notably, a bunch of their mons are special attackers, so setting up Light Screen first seems pretty appropriate here. Just gotta see what they're gonna try to do. I see a Emolga Rotom here. I can get down with that. You thought you were the only one with Shiny's opponent. So yeah, let's set up Light Screen. And I really need to get rid of that Rotom. So I like going into Hydreigon here. And let's just see what they do. Protect. Okay, just double protect here on turn 1. I can get down with that. We're gonna get our light screen up. And let's just double into the Rotom this turn. Let's go for a Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is going to be neutral against anything that comes in here. Big damage. Huge damage. And Rotom's going to go down to its own Life Orb. That's really good for us, though. Having access to that information of Life Orb on the Rotom. And what's even better about that is because they faint there, they don't get their free switch in. Oh, come on. You gotta have an empty notebook around here somewhere. Diff, I need this info. Alright. Rotom. Life Orb. Switch. Protect. Molga. Protect. So here, I kind of want to set up Reflect in front of this, and then we'll just Dark Pulse into the Luxray here as well. Like if we can get rid of the Luxray, then we should be fine. I didn't see Intimidate come out, so that probably means that this is Guts Luxray. Which if that's the plan here, then that's kind of fine by me. See, what does our opponent go for here? Well, Molga's actually attacking this turn. Speed swap, interesting. And max Starfall. So that's probably off of Play Rough. But Hydreigon going down here isn't that big of a deal, to be 100% honest with you. I think it's time for Tyranitar to come out and probably gonna Dynamax it. So let's Spirit Break into the Emolga. And I can see them max guarding the Luxray this turn. So I kind of want to just double into the Emolga. But like, what is Emolga actually doing here at this point? So I think going for the max Quake into Luxray is probably correct. Like, we have Reflect up. So this shouldn't hurt too terrible. Plus we're Dynamaxed. So let's see what they go for here. Lightning into Grimmsnarl. Rain Dance. So super support-oriented Emolga here. This Max Quake should do an absolute ton, though. That's a really bulky Luxray. But we get a special defense boost here. Doesn't really matter, to be 100% honest with you. But the special defense boost actually does make up for losing the special defense boost from the sand. And unfortunately, Emolga is not going to go down here because of... Okay, so it is in fact Guts. Okay, that's really, really good information to pick up. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to trick the Luxray so that Tyranitar can pick up the KO before it gets to move. I also think it's appropriate just to take out the Emolga here, because I think Tyranitar can live any hit. So just go for a rock fall into the Luxray, potentially pick up the KO, get up Sand again. Emolga is gonna protect. That's fine by me. Knuckle. I don't know what fighting move Luxray gets. That is going to be enough to take out the Luxray. That's awesome. So we get the double KO here because of Sand. So we had Rotom go down to itself. But I'm trying to keep track of things that have happened. Dark Pulse, KOs, Rotom from Hydreigon, and then we'll bring out Crocodile here. Rockfall, KOs, Luxray from T-Tar, Sand, KOs, Emolga from T-Tar. So it's Jolteon here in the back. I'm just gonna Darkest Lariat. I don't want to reveal my my weakness policy if I can avoid to. Let's see how much this is going to do. Yep, and Jolteon. So Jolteon KOs Lariat from Krook. Okay. I would love to pick up our opponent's lead card. So, lots of good information there from our opponent. We saw Rising Voltage. On the Jolteon, but it's not Life Orb. And we didn't see a Pacho Berry from anything as well. Nope, that's the team. Really interested. A Shuka Berry. I'll get this right one of these times. So Grimmsnarl seemed absolutely insane here as a lead. Like, actually helped us out a ton. What if we go Krook Skunk Tank up front and just blow up? I said I was going to, and I meant it. We could also go T-Tar Skunk Tank. And depending on what our opponent does, figure out life from there. And then have, like, Pangoro Grimmsnarl in the back. I think I want Krook. Crocodile just seems so critical here. I would hate not bringing it. So depending on what our opponent does, we can either just Tail Slap. They're probably going to outspeed us. So Tail Slap, like being locked into Tail Slap for potential to flinch doesn't seem great. But we do have Dig. And being able to dig and potentially make them waste their Dynamax turn seems huge. Luxray Emolga as a lead. So I think we're going to see something very similar to what our opponent did last game. So I'm going to dig into Luxray, and I'm going to Rock Fall into the Emolga. No Dynamax from our opponent. Interesting. Like, our Tyranitar is slow. Tyranitar is definitely the slowest thing on this field. You can just see double protect here. Yeah. And a U-turn on a Molga. Interesting. Bringing in the Dracozolt. Great. That's amazing for us. Absolutely amazing. Because this is not going to like this Rock Fall at all. Yeah, just huge damage. Just absolutely huge damage there. I think it's appropriate to take out the Dracozolt this turn. Notably, Dracozolt is not Life Orb. Probably going to see the Dynamax from the Luxray this turn. And potentially see a Max Knuckle into the Tyranitar. Which, its Guts boosted. I don't have Reflect Up. This is going to hurt, for sure. But I don't think it's going to be enough for a KO. Ow. That combined with the Max Knuckle probably will be enough. Yeah. So, let's see. Luxray KOs T-Tar with Knuckle. Luxray's under half, so another dig will be able to take it out. So I'm going to go into Grimmsnarl here. I'm going to set up a Reflect. I'm going to dig. Max Guard this turn is huge, because that means they're not Max Guarding next turn. I love that animation. It's so lame. Voltbeak into Grimmsnarl. Should not be enough to pick up the KO. It is not. And that does pick up the KO from Sand. Let's see. T-Tar, KOs. Dracozolt. With Sand. So I wonder if that was Choice Band. Because, I mean, that Voltbeak did do a ton. And with them not having access to Life Orb, that would make sense. Alright, Grimmsnarl, you have one job this game, buddy. You're setting up screens. If you go down, that is fine. It's going to withdraw the Luxray. That's huge! That is actually huge. Because that means that the Skunk Tank is going to miss out on its attack this turn. Yeah, that's big game. I definitely think that's the correct call from our opponent. And Grimmsnarl is going to go down to Sand here. So now we can bring out Fruit. which is really unfortunate because I need to KO something this turn so that we can actually dig into something. The question is what do I think I can KO? And I'm leaning towards Rotom, but I also think Rotom is going to protect this turn. But I think it's the correct play to double into Rotom this turn. You can see the speed swap. That's fine. That means Rotom is not protecting. Oh, I didn't expect that to KO. Okay. Rotom KOs. What's his name? Krook with Hydro. Notably, they're gonna miss their attacks this turn, so that's cool. Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and forfeit this game because we reasonably cannot actually do anything. Knew I should have just exploded. I think leaving Skunk Tank on the sideline and bringing Pangoro instead is probably correct. What happens if we just lead Pangoro, Tyranitar, and trigger Policy? Like, what actually bad happens from that? If they lead Luxray, we can just take Luxray out turn 1. But I think this is correct to do. I don't think Grimmsnarl is actually worth it. The more I look at this, like, the less it actually did that game. But, like, if they bring Dracozolt, I think it's so huge to be able to shut it down. So the question is, do I want Hydreigon, or do I want Grimmsnarl, which can actually slow it down? Like, if it's Choice Scarf, Hydreigon doesn't do anything. I could see Scarf. Yeah, let's bring Grimmsnarl. I think our opponent's really going to lean into Emolga and Rotom this game. Yep. Just like I said. Beak, protect, Hydro. On the Rotom. So yeah, I think we're just gonna trigger Policy and just go for it. We're gonna Rock Slide into the Emolga, and we're gonna Bulldoze. Are we gonna see a big Rotom? Yeah, we see a big washing machine. I'm picking up what you're putting down here, opponent. I can dig it. U-turn Emolga. That's really interesting. Probably gonna see Speed Swap. I can see Speed Swap or Protect this turn. I could also see Rain Dance. Rain Dance would probably be worst case scenario, actually thinking about this. Rain Dance Max Geyser would be really bad for us. Yep. Please attack Pangoro. Please attack Pangoro. Please? Nope. Nope. Alright, that's probably game, unfortunately. That's probably game. Making us waste our Dynamax really early is really bad. I actually don't see how we come back from this. Yeah, I don't see how we beat this Rotom now. I mean, we're our Assault Vest. Yeah, let's just double into Rotom, I guess. Unless you protect from the Emolga. Yeah, just double protect this turn is really huge. Means we don't get our trick off. Night Slash doesn't go off. So do I Light Screen? Or do I trick this turn? So I don't think we're taking out the Rotom this turn. So I think it's actually correct to Light Screen here. What if we Night Slash into the Emolga, try to get rid of this thing? Like I don't see a way we get rid of this Rotom this turn. Like if they have Dracozolt in the back, I would really like Tail to be on it. So between Light Screen and AV, we should live. Gonna bring out the Luxray. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on, Pangoro. I believe in you, Pangoro. Good damage. Good damage. Notably, that'll go down to another Night Slash. But here, I think I had to trick the Rotom. The Luxray is just going to outspeed me then. Yeah, let's trick the Rotom. And Drain Punch the Luxray, but I don't think we're getting an attack off here. Wild Charging the Grimmsnarl is really good for us. Actually means we're going to get a lot of recovery. Wait, how? How? It has a lagging tail. How did it move before me? I don't understand that. I don't understand. How did it attack before me? So, Lariat. KOs. Rotom. Group. Gonna bring out the Emolga. That's fine. What happens if we protect Crocodile this turn? Okay, that's really huge. Luxray should be faster than me. I think I just had to go for the double here. I think if I get this double, I can win. Nope. I don't think I live this superpower now. Nope. Man, screens really did not help me this week like I thought they would. I really anticipated screens to really carry me, but they have not really helped at all. Yep, and Dracozold as their last is also really big. But Grimmsnarl's on the kill board now. Spirit, Break, KOs, Luxray. I want to see what this thing is holding. We're going out on my terms. Not the best showing, to be 100% honest, but I think we learned a lot this week. It didn't really seem like screens helped us really at all, to be 100% honest with you. So that might be something we need to consider in the future. It might also just be that like their Pokemon hit so hard that screens weren't going to protect us anyway. And I think Chris really adapted fantastically in that game 3, realizing that Rotom, Emolga was like the two Pokemon that really could carry them to victory by having their immunities on them. So being able to make it where my attacks just can't actually hurt them is huge for us. I'm really confused why my Lagging Tail didn't work the turn I gave it to him. And it might just be that's how that works, is the turn they get it, it doesn't work. But I'm not sure. So, really close game. Really good games. But congrats to Chris on the Week 1 win. We will be back next week with some more Littleroot Lessons Draft League. And hopefully we can do a little bit more redemption. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're going to have Draft League content going up all the next several weeks, probably the next 2 months or so, twice a week between Carl and myself. Past that, we have all kinds of information coming out between the podcast on Monday. We have Littleroot Laddering, which is competitive VGC laddering on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then I have a Stadium 2 Let's Play that I've been playing through for the last couple months on Sundays. So thank you all very much for watching. We will be back next week with some more Draft League content. Have a good one. Peace.